In the pursuit of greatness, there is one principle that stands as the cornerstone of all lasting achievement: definiteness of purpose. Without it, even the most talented individuals wander aimlessly through life, their energy scattered, their potential unrealized. But when a person fixes their mind upon a clear, unwavering objective, a miraculous transformation occurs. The entire mind begins to operate with greater power, and the universe itself seems to bend to assist the individual who knows precisely what they want. A definite purpose is more than a wish. It is not a fleeting desire that flickers today and fades tomorrow. It is a burning obsession that grips your soul and gives direction to your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Every man or woman who has risen from obscurity to greatness has done so because they made up their mind to achieve something specific. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They didn't rely on luck. They made a decision, and they backed that decision with the full force of their will. When your purpose is definite, your mind becomes magnetized. It draws ideas, people, opportunities, and resources to you. What once seemed like coincidence becomes commonplace. You begin to meet the right people at the right time. The right books fall into your hands. Ideas flow more freely. Energy increases. Life starts to cooperate with you instead of resisting you. This is not magic. It is the natural response of a focused mind acting in harmony with the law of cause and effect. Most people fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they have no aim. They drift. They dabble in this and that. They try one thing, then jump to another when difficulty arises. But the individual who sets a definite goal and refuses to quit, no matter how long it takes or how many obstacles appear, is the one who ultimately triumphs. The world steps aside for the man who knows where he is going and is determined to get there. Definiteness of purpose gives birth to clarity. It eliminates confusion and indecision. It makes your priorities unmistakably clear. You stop wasting time on meaningless distractions because you now have a mission. You no longer fear failure because you understand that every setback can be turned into a stepping stone toward your ultimate goal. Even the hardest of days are easier to endure when you know they are part of a larger vision. Furthermore, definiteness of purpose fuels desire, and desire is the fire that powers persistence. A man with a weak or undefined goal will give up when things get hard, but a man whose purpose is definite will press on with tireless intensity. He understands that the journey will be hard, but he does not waver. He may adjust his strategy, but never his destination. Let us be clear. Having a definite purpose does not mean that you will never face doubt or discouragement. You will. Every great achiever has felt the sting of temporary defeat. But what separates them from the masses is that they never allow those moments to destroy their vision. They return again and again to that one great purpose that burns within them, and it gives them the strength to continue. The moment you commit to a definite purpose, you declare war on mediocrity. You are no longer content to drift or settle for less. You decide that life will no longer happen to you. It will happen through you. You become the captain of your soul, the master of your fate. You stop being a victim of circumstance and become a creator of destiny. But how does one find a definite purpose? It begins by asking yourself the right questions. What do I truly want? What would I do every day, even if I were not paid? What work makes me feel alive? What legacy do I want to leave behind? The answers to these questions may not come instantly, but if you ask them sincerely and consistently, your mind will begin to deliver answers. Listen closely. Write down your thoughts, clarify your vision, and once it becomes clear, commit to it with everything you have. When you have a definite purpose, life becomes an adventure rather than a burden. Challenges become opportunities to grow, failures become lessons. Time becomes a tool, not a thief. You begin to walk with purpose, speak with conviction, and act with determination. People notice, doors open, miracles happen, not because you are lucky, but because you are aligned with a principle that governs all success. This is the first rule, and it is the most important. Know what you want and commit to getting it. Let that purpose consume your mind, guide your decisions, and ignite your passion. Do not be swayed by doubt or delay. Do not look for approval from the outside world. Trust the vision that burns within you. Guard it, feed it, and pursue it with relentless devotion, because once you know what you want truly and deeply, and you make the firm decision to go after it, nothing can stop you. Not fear, not failure, not time, not circumstance. With definiteness of purpose, you become unstoppable. You begin to live, not merely exist. You become the architect of your future. You become the best. Faith and persistence, these two forces are the invisible architects behind every towering success. They work hand in hand, each reinforcing the other, each multiplying the strength of the other. Faith is the belief that you can achieve your goal, even when there is no physical evidence yet. Persistence is the unyielding spirit that keeps moving forward, even when the path is filled with hardship, delay, and rejection. Together they form the most powerful combination known to man. Together they build the bridge that carries ordinary people to extraordinary heights. Faith is not merely hope. It is not idle wishing. It is a deep inner knowing that your vision is possible, that what you desire already exists in the realm of possibility, waiting for you to claim it. Faith is seeing the finish line in your mind long before you take your first step. It is the unseen force that drives the creative mind into action. When you believe in your ability to succeed, when you really believe, you activate forces within yourself and around you that begin working in harmony to make your goal a reality. But faith alone is not enough. Faith must be combined with action, and that is where persistence comes in. Persistence is faith in motion. It is what separates dreamers from doers. The world is full of people with great ideas and lofty goals, but only a few ever bring them to life. Why? Because most people give up when the road gets hard. They let doubt creep in. They grow weary. They listen to the opinions of others. They let failure convince them that they are not meant to succeed. But those who persist, those who keep pushing no matter what, are the ones who cross the finish line. Every successful person you admire has faced failure, not once, but many times. They have been ridiculed, rejected, misunderstood. They have lost money, lost time, lost confidence, but they never lost their persistence. They never stopped believing that their goal was possible. They rose every time they fell. They kept going when no one believed in them, when nothing seemed to work, when all signs said to quit. That is what faith and persistence look like in real life. There is no such thing as instant success. The man who appears to be an overnight success has more often than not spent years toiling in obscurity, learning, growing, failing, and trying again. What the world sees is the final result, not the countless invisible hours of effort behind it. Faith kept them going in the dark. Persistence brought them to the light. You will not be immune to discouragement. You will not be spared from setbacks. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when progress seems slow, when everything seems to go wrong. In these moments, most people retreat. They surrender their dreams. But if you have faith, true, unwavering faith, you will stand firm. You will remind yourself why you started. You will reignite the fire of desire, and you will take the next step, even if it is small. That is the essence of persistence, showing up again and again, long after the mood in which you began has faded. One of the greatest secrets of high achievers is that they treat temporary defeat as feedback, not failure. When they stumble, they do not ask, why me? They ask, what can I learn from this? They use each obstacle as a stepping stone, each delay as a lesson. They understand that growth is rarely comfortable and that success is not a straight line. They trust the process. They keep faith alive through action, and they never, ever stop. You must decide that you will persist until you succeed. You must make persistence a habit, not an occasional act. It is not enough to try once. It is not enough to work hard for a week or a month. You must adopt the mindset that you will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. This kind of persistence does not arise from blind stubbornness. It arises from a crystal clear goal, a burning desire to reach it, and the unshakable belief that you can. Feed your faith daily. Visualize your goal as if it has already been achieved. Speak of your success as if it is already yours. Guard your mind against doubt, against fear, against the naysayers who tell you it cannot be done. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, who challenge you, who believe in you, and when the path gets hard, and it will, persist. Persist in the face of criticism. Persist in the face of failure. Persist when progress is slow. Persist when no one is watching. Because if you do, you will win. There is a law of nature that no honest effort goes unrewarded. Every step you take in faith, every action you repeat with persistence moves you closer to your goal, even if you cannot yet see the results. Invisible forces are at work on your behalf. Seeds planted in persistence bloom in their own time. Do not dig them up in doubt. Water them with belief. Nurture them with discipline. And keep going. Remember this, the best do not become the best because they were never tested. They become the best because they refuse to quit. Their faith gave them vision. Their persistence gave them strength. They followed the rules that govern success. And so must you. Believe in yourself and act with relentless determination. Let faith be your compass and persistence be your engine. Do this and you will become the best. There are unchanging principles that govern the path to greatness, and those who rise to the top are not lucky. They are obedient. They obey the rules that success demands, just as an engineer obeys the laws of physics or a pilot obeys the laws of aerodynamics. Success, like nature, has no favorites. It rewards those who align themselves with its laws, and it punishes those who defy them. If you want to become the best, you must not only master your craft, you must master yourself. And the way to do that is through discipline, accurate thinking, learning from failure, and forming a mastermind alliance with the right people. Discipline is the foundation of all mastery. Without it, talent is wasted, potential is squandered, and ambition is reduced to nothing but empty talk. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It means showing up, not once in a while, but every single day. It means pushing yourself when no one is watching. It is the habit of excellence, repeated until it becomes who you are. The undisciplined mind is pulled in 1,000 directions. The disciplined mind is a laser. It focuses, it penetrates, and it accomplishes. If you want to be the best, you must first learn to master yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your time. But discipline alone is not enough. You must think accurately. This is one of the rarest habits in the world because most people think emotionally, impulsively, or based on what others have told them. Accurate thinking means separating fact from opinion, truth from noise. It means using your own mind and refusing to surrender your judgment to the crowd. It means studying the results of your actions and making corrections based on truth, not on feelings. The successful man is always asking himself, what is working? What is not? What must I do differently? He is not attached to his ego. He is attached to results. He wants to know what is true so he can act accordingly. This is how the best become better. They are brutally honest with themselves and refuse to be blinded by emotion, ego, or excuses. Another essential law of success is the willingness to learn from failure. Every setback carries with it the seed of an equal or greater advantage, if you are wise enough to look for it. The average man fears failure and runs from it. The great man studies it, learns from it, and uses it. It isn't to grow. He understands that failure is never final unless he quits. The road to mastery is paved with mistakes, misjudgments, and missed opportunities. But each of these can be transformed into a stepping stone if you are willing to extract the lesson and continue moving forward. There is no shame in falling. The shame lies in refusing to get back up. Every master was once a novice. Every champion was once clumsy. But they kept learning, they kept refining, they kept improving. And no one rises alone. One of the most powerful principles of success is the mastermind alliance. This is a deliberate union of minds working in harmony toward a common goal. When two or more people coordinate their efforts, something extraordinary happens. New ideas emerge, energy multiplies, confidence increases. Napoleon Hill wrote that when a mastermind is formed, a third mind emerges, greater than the sum of its parts. The right alliance can elevate your thinking, sharpen your strategies, and keep you accountable. But you must choose your associates wisely. Do not align yourself with the negative, the lazy, the jealous, or the small-minded. Their influence will weaken you. Instead, seek out those who are bold, disciplined, visionary, and focused. Iron sharpens iron. Let those around you reflect the standard you seek to embody. When you combine these principles, discipline, accurate thinking, learning from failure, and the mastermind, you create a system of success that cannot be denied. These are the rules. They are not glamorous and they are not easy, but they are effective. They are the rules that every champion follows, whether they know it or not. You cannot skip them, you cannot cheat them, and you